Wonder Woman injected some much-needed hope, optimism, and positive superhero qualities into a film franchise that has been following a far more nihilistic tone.
I bet your parents taught you that you're here for a reason. My parents taught me a different lesson. Dying in the gutter for no reason at all.
She brought a cathartic sense of female empowerment that the DC movies didn't really have before.
But something that irked us a little was how many people saw this as a feminist movie. Don't get us wrong, while we love this movie and think it's important to have strong female characters for girls and young women to look up to, we just can't call Wonder Woman a feminist film.
Our definition of feminism is the advocating of equal rights and treatment of all sexes. And while Wonder Woman is a strong female character who inspires and empowers women, that doesn't automatically categorize the film as feminist. Although it's not discussed in great detail during the film, the Amazons were actually created to serve Zeus. Their purpose here is to inspire love and goodness in men.
Diana is told from the beginning that she was a literal object, sculpted from clay, that Zeus breathed life into. In actuality, she's the love child of both Zeus and Hippolyta, created for one purpose, to kill Ares and restore love and goodness in men.
Well, that had to be a pretty confusing identity crisis. It had to have been even more confusing to come from a place with a single sex, where everyone is treated equally, and then go to another place where there are two sexes, and she's suddenly treated as less than. However, we never really see that treatment bother her, which makes sense considering she's had no real sense of oppression. It's admirable, but not necessarily relatable, since we live in a patriarchy. If this film was meant to make a feminist statement, Diana would have purposefully called out men's treatment of her, or at least questioned why they were treating her differently.
One example of this is how Steve immediately thinks he needs to protect her, that she can't fight or fend for herself. For the most part, he's doing it because she's totally unaware of how their society works, but there's still an assumption that because she's a woman, she's weaker than he is. Obviously, she proves him wrong, saving his life on multiple occasions.
She even pushes back and doesn't really listen to him when he tries to tell her what to do, but it's not due to some feminist idealism. She does it because she has her own moral code, ingrained in her by her Amazonian upbringing.
You fight without honor.
Who gets paid for that honor?
While Diana does smash the expectations and prejudices men have about her in the film,
Stay here. I'll go ahead.
it doesn't do anything to actually change their minds about women. She's not really proving that women are their equals and can do anything they can, but rather that she's an anomaly, a god with otherworldly abilities, not a mortal woman. In the world of the film, only a god could possibly get a seat at the table.
One of the most picked apart moments of the film is the fight between Diana and Ares. Even though it is revealed that she herself is the god killer, her true strength is only realized when Steve says he loves her. While it's certainly a powerful moment that implies love conquers all, having it be the reason she can defeat Ares diminishes the possibility that she could come to her true strength without the love of a man.
Maybe if Diana had actually tried to do something to improve women's situation somehow, or inspired them to fight back the way the Amazonians had, it'd be a different story. But she didn't. In fact, she had very limited interactions with females in the world of men, and the only women she did encounter were almost stereotypical. Ultimately, she was only given a single purpose: to kill Ares. However, even though she doesn't represent the common woman, it doesn't mean women can't still admire her. Even without her powers, she's independent, fierce, powerful, compassionate, loving, and empathetic. She takes shit from no one.
What I do is not up to you.
But she learns about and ultimately becomes wiser and more understanding of both men and herself. What this movie does do is show that the best way to achieve equality is to take some time to understand each other.
Wonder Woman has been around almost as long as Superman, yet not one live-action film has been made before this one. Hollywood has always been afraid of putting a strong, empowering female on screen, possibly because we haven't seen a success. But of course, so while there are elements of the story that don't necessarily fit into our definition of feminism, Wonder Woman is an important step in the direction of providing equal opportunity for strong characters of all genders.
Hi, I'm Justin.
And I'm Liana.
And thank you for watching our very first video on our new YouTube channel, Think Geek Thoughts, a video essay series about anything geek culture.
We hope you enjoyed watching our first video essay on Wonder Woman. We know it was a bit controversial to say that Wonder Woman was not a feminist movie, especially because she's been regarded as one for so many years, but honestly, this movie wasn't really about that.
But what do you guys think? Were we right? Were we wrong? It's all entirely opinion-based, so we'd love to hear your opinions in the comments below.
Yeah, and thanks again for watching. If you like this video, please press that like button. And if you want to see more of what we have to offer, please subscribe to our channel.
We're going to be doing a new video every few weeks, and speaking of the next video, what do we have planned?
Well, we're going to boldly explore the real science of a famous TV show.
Fascinating.